Chapter 3, 3.3 is dividing polynomials, remainder, and factor theorems. So we are going to split this up into two parts. So part one is just using long division to divide polynomials. So I do have the steps listed out. So arrange the terms of both the dividend and the divisor in descending powers of any of the variables. So you'd want to put x cubed and then x squared and then x and then your constant. Then you're going to divide the first term by the dividend and first term of the divisor. Then you'll get the result is the first term of the quotient. Then multiply every term by the divisor and then subtract. Oh, excuse me. And then you'll bring it down. And so this is very similar to dividing just regular numbers. You do the same thing. So I have an example here. This one's our first one. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to divide this by this. So this goes outside of the dividing. So we're going to list it in order from greatest to least. So this will go first. It's a 2x cubed, then minus 3x squared, minus 11x plus 7. So then we're going to see how we can divide this. So we're going to look at this first term and this first term. So x times what gives you 2x cubed. And so to get the 2, you'd have to multiply by 2. And you don't put it right above. You're going to put it one lesser. So 2. I don't really like that pen. Let me find a different one. 2. And then x squared, because x squared and x make x cubed. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. And then do 2x squared times a negative 3. It's going to give us negative 2 times 3 is negative 6x squared. And then go back to our steps. It says subtract the product from the dividend. So we're going to subtract this from that. That means we're going to change the sign of everything. Okay? That's what the subtract here means. Change the sign. And then this becomes 0. So the only thing here would be negative 3x squared plus 6x squared is going to be a positive 3x squared. And just like with dividing, you bring the next term down, or next digit, but in this case, it's the next term. Okay, so now we're going to repeat. X goes into 3x squared 3x times. Because 3x times x is 3x squared. And that's what you want, so you can zero them out. And then 3x times a negative 3 is a negative 9x. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to subtract. So it's going to change the sign. So that zeroes out. And we get negative 11x plus 9x is a negative 2x. Carry down the plus 7. Okay, so we're going to keep on going. X times what gives negative 2x? It's a negative 2. So negative 2 times x is a negative 2x. Negative 2 times a negative 3 is a positive 6. So again, you're going to subtract. So change the sign. These zero out. And this is 7 minus 6 is 1. So this is my remainder. So it's not evenly divided. So our solution is this plus whatever our remainder is over what we divided by. So we're going to put plus 1 over x minus 3. That'd be the same thing if we actually divided. We would write it like that. So our solution is 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. I'll just put that. Plus 1 over x minus 3. That is our solution. go ahead and do the next one. This is another divide problem. This divided by this. So this is going to go outside. But the thing is with this, we don't have a middle term. So we're going to have to put plus 0x. So 2x squared plus 0x plus 3. You can't leave it out. And this is in descending order. 6x4 plus 16x3 plus 5x squared. But we also have a plus 0x and a plus 0. So that was missing on there. So if there's a term missing in between, you would add those in there as well. All right, so let's see what we need to do now. So we're going to do the same thing, 2x squared into 6x4. And we're going to put it over this term. So 2 times what gives 6? And that'd be 3. X squared times what gives x4 would be x squared. But the thing is, I put this in the wrong spot. Because remember on this one, it was 1 over, but see right above, they were matching. Okay, so I should have put this over here. So cross it out, put 3x squared. So you want to put it above what it was, or what matches with it. Okay, so now we're going to do a 3x squared times a 2x squared. That'd be a 6x4. A 3x squared times a 0x would be plus a 0x cubed, which is just 0. And then 3x squared times 3 would be plus a 9x squared. Okay, we're going to change the sign because we're subtracting. These 0 out. This doesn't do anything, so it keeps it 16x cubed. 5x squared and a negative 9x squared is a negative 4x squared. Bring the next term down. All right, now 2x squared into 16x cubed. That's going to be plus 8. X squared to get to x cubed is going to be an x. So now we'll multiply. 8x times a 2x squared. 16x cubed. 8x times 0 is 0, x squared. I don't want to just leave it blank because I want a placeholder to be in there. You could put plus 0 if you'd like. Because then I would end up messing up my like terms. X squared times a 3 is 24x. I'll change all the signs because we're subtracting. Okay, these 0 out. This leaves us with negative 4x squared, negative 24x. Carry down, that's 0. All right, this is our last one because that's our last spot. 2x squared to get to negative 4x squared. This is just going to be plus, well, no, that's a negative, so it's going to be a negative 2. So negative 2 times a 2, it's going to be a negative 4x squared. Negative 2 times 0, it's going to be a 0. Negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6. Okay, we want to change the sign. Okay, these 0 out, we bring down a negative 24x plus 6. So this is our remainder. So it's going to be plus this over what we were dividing by. So I'm going to just write it down here. 3x squared plus 8x minus 2 plus this, negative 24x plus 6 over this. And I can leave off that 0. 2x squared plus 3. And if we could simplify that any, we would, but we'll just leave it just like that. Okay, so that's long division. So let me pull up an example from our textbook real quick. All right, so let's look at this problem. So this is just an extra example. So this is going to go inside. The x plus 5 is going to go outside. Okay. So x times what gets 3x cubed? And that would be 3x squared. So 3x squared, see how it's x squared, is going to be times an x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times 5 is going to be 15x squared. We're going to subtract them. So change the signs. Those zero out. 19 minus 15, they both have x squared, is a 4x squared. And then carry down the plus 26x. Okay, now x times what gets 4x squared? And that would be a plus 4x. 4x times x is a 4x squared. 4x times 5 is a 20x. Now change the sign because we're subtracting. Those zero out. 26x minus 20x is a 6x. Carry down minus 5. X times what gets 6x, and that would be a 6. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract. Those zero out, we get negative 35. So this is our remainder. So this is going to be 3x squared plus 4x plus 6 minus 35 over what we're dividing, our divisor. All right, so that is just another example. You have 4 questions on this assignment.